Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Commanders fans, today we've got some exciting news that's going to shake up your perception of the team and definitely get you talking. You see, just a few days ago, in the early days of May 2025, the Washington Commanders made a move that surprised many analysts and fans alike. They went out into the free agency market and signed a veteran offensive lineman, Tyre Phillips. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, let me tell you, it's not just a typical signing. This is a strategic move that speaks volumes about the team's plans for the upcoming season and their desire to build a more formidable, resilient squad. To understand the significance of this signing, we need to look at the context. The Commanders have been quietly building towards something bigger, especially after a season that saw moments of promise but also exposed some vulnerabilities, particularly along the offensive line. Protecting the quarterback, creating running lanes, and maintaining offensive consistency have been ongoing challenges. So, the decision to bring in someone like Tyre Phillips isn't just about adding depth, no, it's about bolstering a key area that could determine the team's success or failure in 2025. Now, Phillips' story is quite interesting. He's not a rookie, he's a player with NFL experience, having already played for multiple teams before landing in Washington. His journey in the league has been marked by moments of promise, flashes of talent, and a reputation as a versatile, reliable offensive tackle. But what really caught the eyes of the Commanders' coaching staff was his performance during a recent rookie minicamp tryout. Imagine that, after a tryout, after demonstrating his skills and toughness, he managed to impress enough to earn a contract. It's a testament to his work ethic and the value he can bring to the team. What makes Tyre Phillips a particularly intriguing addition to Washington's roster is his versatility. He's not just a one-trick pony. He can play multiple positions along the offensive line, which is a huge plus for any team looking to adapt to injuries or tactical adjustments during a game. His ability to quickly learn and adapt to the team's blocking schemes and communication style is a trait highly valued by head coach Ron Rivera and his staff. Rivera, known for his emphasis on disciplined, physical football, sees Phillips as someone who can fit right in and contribute from day one. When you analyze his playing style, you notice that Phillips is known for his physicality and resilience. He's the kind of player who doesn't shy away from contact, who fights for every yard in the trenches. That kind of grit and toughness is exactly what the Commanders need as they aim to improve their run blocking and protect their franchise quarterback, whether it's Sam Howell or whoever they decide to start under center in 2025. And speaking of quarterbacks, protecting the guy behind the line is always a top priority. The offensive line has been a work in progress, with injuries and inconsistent performances hampering the team's offensive rhythm. Bringing in a veteran like Phillips helps stabilize that unit, providing leadership and experience that can help younger players develop. But let's not forget, this signing also reflects a broader strategy. The Commanders' front office, led by General Manager Martin Mayhew and his scouting team, has been actively scouting and signing veterans to fill specific gaps. Their goal? To create a balanced roster that combines young talent with seasoned veterans who know how to win. It's a blueprint we've seen successful teams employ time and again, adding players who can step in and make an immediate impact while also mentoring younger guys in the locker room. Now, what do fans think about this move? Well, if you've been following the social media chatter, you'll see that there's a lot of excitement. Fans are optimistic, believing that Phillips's arrival signals the team's serious intent to contend. Many see it as a step forward in rebuilding the offensive line, which has been a sore spot in recent seasons. The addition of a player with NFL experience and proven grit is seen as a positive sign that the Commanders are not just looking to compete but to truly challenge for a playoff spot in 2025. And that's where the excitement really kicks in. The NFL is a league where every single detail matters, and strengthening up front could make all the difference when it comes to close games, especially during the playoff push. Now, let's zoom out a little and talk about the broader picture here. The Commanders are in an interesting phase. After a couple of seasons of ups and downs, they're trying to establish a new identity. The 2024 season was a transitional year, with Sam Howell showing promise as the quarterback of the future, but also needing more protection and offensive support. The 2025 offseason has been about addressing those needs, and this signing of Phillips fits perfectly into that mold. It's about building a foundation that can sustain a more aggressive and efficient offensive attack. And speaking of the team's recent history, you'll remember that Washington has always been a franchise known for resilience and toughness. Think back to the days of the Hogs in the 1980s and early 90s, those dominant offensive lines that were the backbone of Super Bowl winning teams. While we're not saying Phillips will turn Washington into a powerhouse overnight, his addition is a step in that direction, emphasizing grit, physicality, and the desire to win. Looking forward, the expectations are high. The coaching staff has been emphasizing discipline, execution, and physical play during OTAs and minicamps. The arrival of a veteran like Phillips only adds to that focus. The team's goal is to be more balanced on offense, more aggressive in the running game, and more protective of their quarterback. If Phillips can quickly adapt to Ron Rivera's system, and if the other linemen gel together, we could see a much improved offensive line that keeps the team competitive in every game. And let's talk a bit about the players around him. The Commanders have a talented group of skill position players, wide receivers like Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin, who are eager to make big plays, and a promising running back core that's hungry to showcase their skills. But none of that works if the offensive line doesn't hold up. That's why the addition of Phillips is so crucial. It's about creating that synergy, that chemistry along the line, that can turn good plays into great ones and bad plays into manageable setbacks. Now, as we approach the season, the excitement among fans is palpable. You look at the roster, the coaching staff, and recent signings, and you start to believe that Washington might be on the verge of a resurgence. The NFC East is always competitive, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants fighting hard for supremacy. But if the Commanders can solidify their offensive line, improve their pass protection, and maintain the physicality that Rivera emphasizes, they could surprise a lot of people. This signing of Tyre Phillips is just one piece of the puzzle, but it's a significant one. It shows that the team is serious about competing at a high level and that they're willing to make bold moves to get there. For the fans, it's a reason to be optimistic. For the players, it's a motivation to work even harder during training camp and preseason. And for the league, it's a reminder that Washington is not settling for mediocrity, they're building something that can last. So, as we watch this story unfold, remember that this is just the beginning. The real test lies ahead in training camp, in preseason battles, and most importantly, in the grind of the regular season. But one thing's for sure, if Tyre Phillips can bring his experience, grit, and versatility to the Commanders' offensive line, then the sky's the limit for what this team can achieve in 2025. They're assembling a squad that's hungry, disciplined, and ready to fight for every inch on that field. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this signing? Do you believe Phillips will be a game changer for the team? Are you excited about the direction the franchise is heading? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this team. The season is approaching fast, and with moves like this, there's a lot to be excited about. Thanks for sticking with us, and as always, go Commanders!